Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum girls. This is your second lecture of chapter number 10, Plants, Form and Function. In your previous lecture, we have discussed about classification of plants and structure of plants. And in structure of plants, we discussed about the root system only. So today we're going to discuss about the shoot system. All parts of a plant that are above the ground form the shoot system. It includes stem, leaf, flower, fruit, etc. Now we're going to discuss about the stem, leaf, flower and fruit one by one. Stem. Stem is the part of a plant which bears the flowers, leaves and fruits. It is the major link between the root and the rest of the plant. Stems that are hard and woody like in a tree is called the trunk. It may be covered with a dead layer of cells called the bark. Stems are also soft and green as in herbs and weak as in climbers. Function of stem. It holds leaves in position and helps them to spread out as the stem and its branches grow. This ensures that they get enough light for photosynthesis. It bears flowers, buds, leaves, and fruits. It conducts water and mineral salts from the roots to the leaves. Similarly, it carries the food manufactured by the leaves to other parts of the plant. Green stem has chlorophyll and can carry out photosynthesis. It has nodes from which leaves arise. The space between two nodes is called an internode. You can see this in this diagram. You can find the difference between the node and the internode. Now, leaf. Leaves are known as food factories of the plant. They arise from at the node of the stems and have a characteristic shape and size. They are thin, green, and flat structure. Parts of leaves are laminae, petal, veins, midrib. The flat green portion of the leaf is called the leaf plate or laminae. Petal is a narrow stalk-like structure that connects the leaf of the stem. A network of branching veins forms a supporting framework and also serves to transport new raw materials and manufacture food into and out of the laminae. Midribs, a continuation of the petal, is the central vein of the leaf. Smaller veins grow from the midrib. The arrangement of veins in a leaf is termed as venation. Venation is of two types, parallel and reticulate. If the veins run parallel to one another from the base to the tip of the leaf is said to have parallel vein. You can see it in the diagram. For example, banana and onion have the parallel venation. If the veins are arranged in a net-like pattern on both sides of the midrib, the leaf is said to have reticulate venation. For example, peepal and mango tree. Their leaves have reticular venations. Function of leaf. A leaf performs various important functions for the plant. It is usually green due to the presence of a green pigment called chlorophyll. A leaf prepares food for the plant. The process of making food by the plant using carbon dioxide, water, chlorophyll, and light is called photosynthesis. Plants store food in the leaves, fruits, and stem in the form of starch. Plants breathe with the help of their leaves. Leaves of most plants have tiny openings called stomata under their surface. The exchange of gases takes place through the stomata. Leaves also lose water through the stomata. The loss of water through the stomata is called transpiration. Transpiration helps the plants in the following ways. It helps in cooling the leaves just as loss of water during sweating helps in keeping our bodies cool. During transpiration, more water is pulled upward from the roots to compensate for the lost water. This water brings along important nutrients from the roots which are required by the leaf. This transpiration helps in transport of nutrients within the plant. In this diagram, you can see stomata. Flower. A flower is the reproductive organ of a plant. When we discuss about parts of plant, we discuss about stamina. Stamina are the male reproductive parts of flower. Each stamina has two parts, a thin stalk called filament and a knob-like structure called anther. The anther produces a powdery substance called pollen. Carpel is the female reproductive part of the flower. It has three parts, a sticky top portion called stigma, an enlarged base called ovary, and a stalk called style. that connects ovary and stigma. The ovary contains tiny ball-like structures called ovules, which later becomes seeds. Petals are colorful structures that surround the inner part of the flower. Sepals are the green leaf-like structure at the base of the flower. Sepals protect the flower during its development and support the petals when the flower blooms. Functions of flower. Flower helps in pollination by attracting insects. Flowers grow into fruits and seeds which give rise to new plants. Fruit. The ovary of the flower after fertilization develops into fruit. They are juicy, pulpy, and eatable. A fruit consists of two major parts, the outer covering, namely the pericarp, and its fleshy plump, which is fertilized gamete or seed. Function of fruit. A fruit is the edible part of a plant and it stores food. A fruit contains the seed within and protects it from harsh climate changes. A fruit plays a major role in seed dispersal. Seed. The fertilized ovule is called the seed. It gives rise to a new plant. Every seed contains a tiny plant embryo with leaves, stems, and roots, part waiting for the right condition to germinate and grow. Seeds are protected by a coat either thin or thick and hard. Seed also contains short-term supply called the endosperm, which is formed at fertilization but is not part of the embryo. It is used by the embryo to help its growth. Given the optimum temperature, water and light, a seed germinates to give rise to a plant. In the figure, you will see that how the germination takes place. Function of seed. The function of seed is to protect the embryo and provides nourishment for growth till the new sapling forms the root. This is the end of your lecture. Your home assignment is to do Now You Know on page number 96 and exercises at page number 98. Answers will be provided through WhatsApp image in a group. Thank you so much, girls. Take care. Allah Hafiz.